Non-Fungible Tokens, or as you might know them, NFTs. They were all the rage just a few years back. JPEGs were selling for millions, celebrities flaunting cartoon apes, NFTs stole the spotlight, and everyone was convinced they were the next big thing. Then, seemingly overnight, the hype died down. But could NFTs be making a comeback? As always, I'm Sami, here with another video straight from the Binance Studios, and today we're talking NFTs. If you're newer to crypto, the whole NFT craze might have passed you by. Some might say you dodged a bullet, but you might want to listen up because NFTs are suddenly back in the headlines. Let's break down why and whether there's a real traction behind the renewed interest. But first, the basics. NFT stands for non-fungible token. Fungible just means interchangeable, like how one Bitcoin is equal to any other Bitcoin, or how a $20 bill is worth the same as any other $20 bill. NFTs are the opposite. They're non-fungible, meaning each one is completely unique. You can trade them, but you can't swap one for another, like for like, because no two are exactly the same. It's like owning an original painting versus a print. The NFT is your proof of ownership for a digital item, and that proof is recorded publicly on the blockchain for anyone to verify. Okay, nice idea. But what's the point? Why would anyone actually buy one? The reasons vary. Some people collect NFTs as digital art or cultural memorabilia. Others use them for things like event tickets, access to private communities, or in-game items you can truly own and trade. And yes, for many, NFTs were seen as investments. People rushed to buy them, hoping the value would go up over time. And for a while, that strategy worked. Between 2020 and 2021, the NFT market exploded. Beeple's Everydays sold for $69 million at Christie's. CryptoPunks and Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs skyrocketed in value and became digital status symbols. Platforms like OpenSea were reporting billions in monthly volume. It seemed like everyone from celebrities and artists to regular crypto fans was all in. But it wasn't all easy money. There were challenges too. Scams and rug pulls were common. Some projects launched, sold out, and vanished overnight. Ethereum's gas fees were another major hurdle. At the time, almost all NFTs were minted and traded on Ethereum, and every transaction required gas to process. When the network was congested, those gas fees could spike to over $100 per transaction. Often, they were more than the cost of the NFT itself. And while a few collections delivered long-term value or built strong communities, many were driven by pure hype. Projects with no clear purpose or utility flooded the market, chasing quick profits instead of building anything sustainable. Then came the crash. By late 2022, most NFT collections had lost 90 to 95% of their peak value. Daily trading volume on OpenSea dropped from hundreds of millions to under $10 million. Celebrity endorsements disappeared, and once vibrant communities went quiet. The excitement simply vanished, and so many people walked away from NFTs. For a while, it looked like that was the end of the story, but while the speculators left, the builders stayed. Behind the scenes, the focus shifted from hype to real utility. Brands like Nike, Starbucks, and Reddit launched NFT initiatives with tangible benefits, digital wearables, loyalty rewards, and collectible avatars for online communities. Platforms like OpenSea stayed operational even as demand and revenue plummeted, quietly improving their infrastructure for the next wave. Meanwhile, the underlying technology improved significantly. Ethereum's transition to proof-of-stake slashed energy consumption by 99%, helping to reduce transaction costs. New Layer 2 solutions like Polygon and Arbitrum also made minting and trading faster, cheaper, and more accessible. The foundation for a more mature, practical NFT space was quietly being laid just out of the spotlight. Which brings us to now. Here we are in mid-2025, and something interesting is happening. NFT activity is picking back up. Recently, weekly trading volume has been consistently hitting over $160 million. The number of active wallets buying and selling NFTs is also up significantly. There's renewed demand for major collections like CryptoPunks. One investor reportedly spent nearly $6 million, about 2,082 ETH, on a batch of 45 CryptoPunks in a single day. So why the sudden interest? First, crypto markets are up. When the prices of major tokens like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana rise, attention tends to return to NFTs as well. Traditionally, as we've seen in the past, rising markets bring more liquidity and more confidence, which naturally naturally impacts the NFT space. But arguably, more importantly, it seems like the narrative may have shifted. This time, it's less about flipping JPEGs and more about utility. We seem to see NFTs used more for digital fashion, in-game assets, and concert tickets that are impossible to fake. There's also growing interest in tokenized real-world assets, like property deeds, luxury goods, and physical art, all represented by NFTs. Combined with tech improvements, platform upgrades, and clearer regulations, this utility-first approach may be attracting a different kind of buyer. Instead of quick flip speculators, we're seeing collectors, gamers, enthusiasts, and businesses who genuinely want to use these digital assets. But let's not get carried away. It's still early days, and the risks haven't disappeared. Prices remain volatile, many projects still lack substance, and scams are still a real concern. NFT-related fraud cost users tens of millions during the last cycle, and while security has improved, it's still important to stay alert. If you're thinking about jumping in now, know what you're buying and why. Is it the art, the community, the utility, or are you just chasing hype, hoping for a quick flip? Our industry friend Raul Paul put it well when he said, "Crypto is culture and NFTs are the culture of the internet." He emphasized that NFTs are still early but already attracting significant wealth from traditional markets, along with many others. He sees them as a new kind of art and a powerful store of value. So the big question is, are NFTs truly making a comeback? The numbers suggest yes, but this time feels different. It's more measured, more focused on real use cases, not just speculative frenzy. And for NFTs to have a lasting future, that's exactly what's needed. Whether this resurgence sticks around or fades again is something we'll all be watching closely. What do you think? Are NFTs back for good, or is this just another temporary spike? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more top crypto insights right here on Binance. Thanks for watching.